you to my show, SAB Talks.
Thank you so much.
Hello. Yeah. In this session, we are going to discuss about the self-development, habits, and the mindset of the people who are going to succeed in their respective lives. Before going to start this session, I'm just asking you to introduce yourself to our viewers so that they'll be getting more information about you. Yes,
Thank you,
Suraj.
Amar, for having me here in your show. So, I am a mindset coach, okay, and I work with the people who wanted to develop their self. I wanted to work with the people who want to work and who want to develop their self, okay. Apart from that, I'm doing so many other things. Because I'm also working in a company where I work as an HR professional. So
Okay.
I've done so many things from last 6 7 years. I'm working there. I'm taking around 1,000+ interviews all across the locations, from junior to senior mid-level positions. And this is what I
Okay.
do, and this is pretty much about me.
Yes, today what our topic is exactly about a self-development. What's
hmm
your explanation? That means, what's your opinion about the self-development?
I think it's the most important thing which we have to take care of, because I think my personal belief is when you develop yourself personally, you will automatically develop yourself professionally as well. Okay,
Okay.
because everything starts from you, everything starts from me. If I don't develop
Yeah.
myself, it will not be reflected in other areas of life. It could be anything. It could be your career. It could be your, finance. It could be relationship. It could be friends, colleague, anything. It's all starts from the personal development. So my thing is, means I am doing that personally. I have been dedicated myself to for the personal development. So personal development for me is very important. So any area of life, if anyone want to develop, it starts from the self development only. So that's very important piece of information, and which I'm practicing in my life, so I can say that very proudly on that part.
Yeah, that's a wonderful point that you have mentioned about that self-development. Even most of the people are not interested to come after the comfort zone, actually.
Mhm.
Everyone is very happy with their comfort zone. So that's the reason
Mhm.
why most of the people are not able to get succeed. As per my point of view, I'm talking. What's your opinion about that comfort zone? Can you please explain about that comfort zone levels? Why most of the people are not able to come out of that comfort zone?
I think people like that, right? For the
Okay.
fact that means they, because when if anyone who wants to if you say someone to do something which they are not doing, okay,
Oh yeah.
then it will automatically put a stress on that person. It will make them think something they have not been doing, and that is a kind of discomfort comes in, because they have to move their body, they have to run their mind for something which they have never done, and that's kind of a stress or anxiety kind of thing create. And most people don't want to do that, because they have been living life in a certain in certain rules and certain type, and they don't want to disturb them until unless there is some external force come out of that, and ultimately they will not have any choice but to do the things which they do not want to do the thing. For example, in current COVID situation, there are so
Yes.
many people who have been doing job, business, or anything, whatever they've been doing. Okay, they have been doing in a certain way from the certain period of time, and they thought it will go on, because that's so. They were pretty much okay with that particular life, and they were all okay. But because of this COVID situation, many people have understood the importance of coming out of comfort zone. They must have understood that they have to do something which is out of box, so that when the situation comes after after COVID also, so they are prepared for that. So I think this is a great example I can give as of now.
Yes, that's pretty much that's good explanation about that. Uh, See, being a mindset coach, how can you assess the person's skills and how can you give the suggestion to improve the skills? That means
Okay.
how one can increase their skills. That's what I'm asking. Got my
Mhm.
point?
I got your point. So I think one thing I would say that to develop your skill, is again,
Yeah.
I will relate to the previous point which you're talking about the comfort zone. Because when someone goes into comfort zone and they have a certain skills, and they know that because of that certain skill, they are getting money, they are surviving. So that curiosity is not there that they want to do something else. So
Okay.
that eagerness, that curiosity should be there in a person, that they want to go to the next level or to explore the things in this company, which the kind of work I'm doing, how can I do it better? What
Okay.
skills or what knowledge I can acquire to go to the next level? Okay, since they might be admiring some person in the within the company or outside the company also, how that person has reached to that level. That curiosity should be there, so that the same paths they can follow, same skills they can acquire. Okay, and then of course they have to do it regular basis, they have to invest themselves, and they have to take out some time. It is going to be again out of comfort zone, but then the kind of reward they will be getting, it is going to be much bigger than leaving the comfort zone.
Yeah. And one more thing is that habits plays a very vital role, I think so, to achieve anything in our respective life. So, being a mindset coach, what's your suggestion to the people who are having the bad habits?
See, I don't know what's bad habit, but I could say one thing. You means everyone should develop a new habit, and the one thing, one very simple thing which I can say, developing a habit is start from reading books. As simple as that. Dedicate at least like 30 minutes in a day, or maybe just 10 pages in a day. I think this is the simplest way someone can do to develop an habit. And when they do it over the period of time, maybe another 30 days or maybe 60 days, automatically they will think in certain way which motivate them to do something else. Okay,
Okay.
habits. What are the things what you do on daily basis? You do it again and again and again and again. For example, 10 pages you're reading in a day. Okay, in 30 days which you're doing that, so in that day you it's 300 pages. That means it is almost 1 to 1.5 book which you completed. And the kind of
Yes.
knowledge and the kind of information you have is going to give you the advantage on the apart from other people. There's so many things they can build up on, but one thing which I emphasize more is one is reading books, and some kind of morning routine has to be there, because
Yeah.
morning routines are very important. That sets the tone of whole day, or maybe Monday. I mean, one Monday can set a tone for the whole week. Okay, so I would say developing a morning routine, that is again a habit which takes a lot of effort. That is the one thing, but I'm saying that is going to be a very difficult because it's not easy thing. I am saying the first thing they can start is by reading books. Start by 5 pages, as simple as that. But start. That is very important. That is a habit you have to cultivate, and it has to be done on again and again. Daily basis, this has to be done. Because if you read a book, one means 1 month you're reading, and after that 2 3 months you're not reading anything. It is not going to make give any benefit. It has to be done on daily basis. That's it.
Yes, Suraj, you have mentioned a very valid point that reading books really helps a lot because
Hmm.
one when reads the books they can get a lot of knowledge. As long as you have a knowledge with you, I think most of the people they have a more confidence. Absolutely made a
Hmm.
very valid point that reading books is very essential. That is the one habit that one should cultivate. Really, that was a good point that I can uh, feel very happy about that mentioning that point. Yeah.
Thank you.
See, the thing is that success is all about 20% skill. The remaining 80% is all about mindset, right? I have heard somewhere about this part. Success is all about 20% skill. The remaining 80% is all about mindset. See, most of the people are having the skills and they are all waiting to increase their skills, but they will never focus on this mindset. So, being a mindset coach and having working on that mindset for the last 2 to 3 years, and what's your opinion about that 20 is 80 formula? Can you please explain about that to our viewers?
That's I would say the very important thing. Important thing.
Okay.
So I'll just
Okay.
give you the I'll just give you the example which you can relate. So in your
Mm-hmm.
college days, or school days, you might have there might be some friends of yours, okay,
Yes.
who has less skills, but now if you see, they are much more successful than other people. There are people in the school time. Means I think everywhere, any can relate to this example. But how they have gone to that, they have reached to some stage, and there are some people who are still at the same place. Okay, in spite of the person having much more confidence, much more skills available. They were good in studies, they were good in maths, they were good in some subjects, and there are a person who is very average, but they have reached to a state where the skilled person is not has reached because of their
Okay.
mindset.
Yeah.
And the one simple thing one anyone can do to change their mindset is that they have to connect with people,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Yeah.
who are having same ambition like them.
Okay.
Change your circle. That's the simplest thing you can do. If you're going to stick with the people who have been with you from long 5 years, 6 years, and whatever years they have been, and you know that you're not getting any result, the kind of work, the kind of conversation you're having with those people is not at all going to help you. Put yourself into a different group of people who are having the same ambition, who talks about the growth, who talks about the development, who talks about investing upon yourself, who talks about reading books, who talks about building a habit, who talks about the morning routine, who talks about this much money I want to make. Who talks about the kind of lives they want to impact upon. When you
Okay.
when you come across these kind of people, you also think like them only, and from there the magic starts.
Okay.
And then of course there are so many other things are there. For example, the self talk, the kind of talk you're having with yourself, the kind of questions you ask yourself, and that is going to be a very profound effect on your mind, because that you should ask yourself a question which are inspiring, which can push you to get you to the next level. So those kind of things which we have to which is required, and of course that will change your mindset, and ultimately the whole game will change from there itself.
Okay. That means what you are mentioning about that means surrounded with the positive people, right? Surround
Exactly.
with the positive
To
people, correct?
start
No?
with, yeah, to start
Yeah.
with, yeah.
Yeah. One more time, you have mentioned a very valid point that surround with the positive people plays a very vital role. Yeah. See, if any person wants to get succeed in his respective life, and from where exactly he starts, that means as far as knowledge is concerned and as far as this mindset is concerned, where one
I
should
think
start to get succeed. Can you please, yeah,
I
please
think I
get it.
think everything starts from self only. Again, I will say the same thing. Everything
Yeah,
starts from the self. Self development
absolutely.
is the way only to become successful. This is my point of view. That is the only
Absolutely
way.
correct.
Self. So I think everyone should start from there. Start from building a small habit. I would suggest, I will emphasize one thing, that is a morning routine. That is very important. So maybe you can
Okay.
wake up early, then you can involve yourself into so many things. Means I just read one book called as Miracle Morning. Okay,
Yeah.
so there is a different there is a 5 to 6 steps are there, which is called as savers. Okay, every morning we practice. I started practicing it, and I could see the result for myself.
Yeah,
So I
please
would
tell
say
me,
the
please share your
self
feelings with our
development.
viewers. Yeah, please
Thank you.
share those values.
So I think everything starts from the self development. So means if anyone want to become a successful, self development is the way. Means everyone talks about the purpose, passion, and everything, but that will not come. That will not come like one night. You just got the all your passion and purpose. Because I have struggled for a long time in that particular situation, right?
Mhm.
So once you start working with yourself, the rest of the things you will figure it out. You get your passion, you get your purpose, everything you figure it out. But you have to start with yourself. I think the simplest thing what I started is from reading books only. What I could think of is from there, because when you do that, then ultimately you will think about the next step. What is the next step? Then you go to some videos, you see some tips there how to improve your skills. After that, you think about how to get into some course, because nowadays so many free courses are there. Then those are the quality courses. After that, you can think of the paid courses. You can think about the coach. Coaches
Yes.
play a important role in someone's life. Coach, mentoring. So these are things. So once you start with yourself, all the next step you'll automatically it will come to your mind, and then you will think how to do that. Okay,
Yeah.
and of course you have to take massive actions you have to take on daily basis. That's it.
Yeah. See, my next question is to you is, as you have mentioned about the coaches and mentors, is it really important to get succeed to have a mentor in our respective life? Is it really
Oh,
necessary to have a mentor or coach? If it is
that
necessary, please, yeah, please carry on.
yeah. Please tell me you're saying that.
Yeah, that means how much role that mentor or coach plays to get succeed in a respective life, and how one can get benefited to have a mentor or coach.
Sure, sure. So I think this question in today's scenario, it's really, really important. So
Yes,
you see that so many people are coming up selling their program, and there are people who wanted to help people. So, they're having their mentorship program, they're having their coaching system, they're having so many things, and people are joining those things. Why? For example, if I want to do something by myself, okay, it may
mhm,
take some time, maybe 1 year, 2 years, or something time. But there
yes,
are people who have spent 5 years of time, who have acquired that knowledge and result, okay.
yes,
And
yeah,
if that person get connected with them and learn from that person, that system, they can get the same results in 6 months. Then why to spend 5 years for that,
absolutely correct. Yeah, why I have
right?
mentioned about that question of uh, mentor or coach means most of the people are thinking that is it necessary to take a mentorship from some person or taking coaching from someone else? Is it not? Is it necessary? In that way, they are all thinking. So that's the reason why I'm asking. Why I'm asking personally to you. Anyhow,
Mhm.
having mentorship is essential to each and everyone. I think so. Correct?
It's really important in today's situation. I told you the same thing. If someone who wants to try something by themselves, and they will take around 2 years, 3 years, there are people who has got this result and better result in next 5 years. Then why not to learn from that person and get the results in next 6 months or 1 year, instead of
Yeah.
you yourself doing and investing 5 years. And in that period you also have a person who is dedicatedly working with you. Every week they are meeting with you, they are pushing you, they are helping you out, they are working on your mindset, they are working on so many things, they are pushing out. Because if you're working by yourself, you may not get that kind of support, right? And sometimes you will feel low, sometimes you will feel go down, and sometimes you feel like giving up. And some people give up also. Okay, so when you have that mentor and coach who can guide you, who can give you step by step process, that if you do that, you will get the result, because they had done by themselves and they have got the results. That's why they are saying that you join a program because I can help them.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? So there are so many benefits of having a mentor or coaches. I cannot emphasize that it is the very important thing in current scenario.
Yeah. One more question is that since our childhood we have spent a lot of money on our education system, but we should never focus on our self-investment. Correct? We are all spending our valuable money on our graduation and post-graduation courses, but we should never think about our self-investment. So, how far
Mhm.
this self-investment is the best? Can you please explain about that self-investment?
See, Mas Babu, that is really, really very important. Okay, I'll tell
Yeah.
you why. So there are so many things in college and schools. I think I personally till school time it is still okay, because that is a basic necessity and that is there what I could think of. But after
Yes.
that, whatever taught in the college, I don't think it is not. I mean, it is that, you know because there are certain things which is already there in the books, and we are just reading and mugging up those things. We are not exploring ourselves. Not everyone knows their own, they don't, colleges doesn't teach about the self awareness. Everyone having a certain skills they are good at,
Yes,
but
correct. That's
that is
correct.
not explored into college level. And when you start investing on yourself, because by the time you know that when you start exploring with yourself, you will try so many things, you get failed, you will get some idea about it, you will explore about yourself, then you'll come to know what is I'm good at. Then you accordingly, after that, you start investing on yourself. You want to get that, you identify that one skill which you already good at, or one skill which you want to get good at, even though you don't know what is the skill,
Yes, exactly.
right? And
Yeah, one
then
more.
once that happen, and
Yeah,
then
please.
there are so many paths get open, and then so many things are there in that.
Yeah. One more last question to you from my side. What do you mean by success? How can you define that success? And that means having being
Okay.
an HR person, being a mindset coach. You have seen different people in your circle who
Mhm.
are feel very much happy with their success. So how can you define that success? Can you please explain about that part?
I think everyone having a different story of
Yeah,
success.
that's what I'm
Success
asking.
not only means money. I would say it's not
Yes,
only
exactly,
means. Because most of the
exactly. I
people
agree with you.
of are this thing that success is equal to money, but I would say it's not. It could be one part of it. It could be one part of it, right? For
Yes,
me, I get into I get into a life where I don't have to think about my work. I can work from anywhere. I get a freedom. I get to explore to a new places with my family, with my loved one. Okay. I don't have to
yes,
think about I don't have to think about money before purchasing anything. Okay. I don't I get a lifestyle where I'm staying, with my family without worrying anything about the money or about anything. So that is a kind of success means to me. I'm not talking about that I will be super rich in that. Okay, that's okay. But my uh, success is being wealthy instead of being rich.
yeah. Super, super. Yeah. Before concluding this session, I want to mention that I have learned wonderful points from your side. That reading books uh, will help us a lot in our life. Correct, no?
Yes,
Reading books a
that's
lot. And the second point that I have learned from the session is that surrounded with the positive people will give a wonderful knowledge. These two
yeah,
plays a very vital role to get succeed in anyone's respective lives. Right? Correct, no?
yeah, yes,
Yes,
yes.
anyhow, thank you, Suraj. Thank you for joining my show, SAB Talks. And we have to do more shows like this. And I'm inviting you one more time to participate in my SAB Talks.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for inviting me, having me here.
Mm.
I would love to connect with you again. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yes, Suraj. I'm going to sign up this session. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, with your permission, I'm closing this session.
Sure. Thank you so much and take care.
And Pramod is watching. Thank you, brother, for watching this show. And Siddharth Sahu is also joining. And so there many so many wonderful people are joining the show. Thank you so much to all of the people who have enjoying this session. Yeah, it has gives a thumbs up. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Yeah, please support us in future endeavors also. Anyhow, thank you, Suraj. Thank you for joining my show, SAB Talks.
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining us, and I hope you got the value of the session
Yeah.
for your time invested here. So thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.